Okay, that's weird. We're live on YouTube, but not... Yeah. Huh? Let's connect. Give me 1 second here, guys. Doing some YouTube stuff. However, looks like the Twitch people aren't able to get in for some reason. So we're gonna go to them first. Make sure that I'm able to go through. But of course, as usual, let's see, file settings. Modify. Let's see. Alright. Stream stuff. Settings on the stream. Okay. Copy. Okay, and then start. My stream key was reset? What? What? Okay, fair enough, I suppose. Fair enough. Am I even muted? I thought I was muted there for a second. That was crazy. I was just like, oh, I'm muted. No, what happened to me? What am I doing? I don't know. Let's see. We are doing some photo editing today. And the reason for that is because we did photos last week of the Viper V3 Pro, as you can see here. Oh, it looks crazy. Honestly, on this camera, it looks crazy. It's not how it's supposed to look. It's a lot brighter. It's a lot brighter. I've been using it for a bit. It's a nice mouse. It's just a regular mouse, unfortunately. It's not anything ridiculous, other than the color scheme and whatnot. It's nothing anything special in particular. It's good. It's just not special, despite being a special edition item. All right, now let's take that, and we have to, where is it? Open up Lightroom, and then make sure we have the photos in that we need. All right, bros. Never Shogun. I don't really want to. Never Shogun. Yes. Submit. Cancel. All right. Let's see. We have the Razer Basilisk and the Viper. Let's go with the raw photos. There we go. Ooh. All right. I think we have this here. Okay. I don't know why it does that. I don't really like how... What's this one? It's this one, right? No. There we go. This is what we wanted. But yeah, look at this photo. It's great. Let's twist it. Let's get her twisted. Boom. Woo! Look at that photo. That is crazy. Wow. This thing stands out like a son of a gun. Like, look at that. Look at this. Look at this, man. Holy. Okay, let's correct these things real quick. Can I select a bunch? Yeah, I can. Let's go. Oh, I can't just select a bunch. Fine. Fine. We'll go one by one and flip them all over. God damn. Oh, we should have taken some left-hand side ones, eh? That's one of the things that we totally forgot to do, but okay. So it would be... This would be the first photo. And then this would be the last photo here. So this is what we wanted out of it. This is the original shot. And then we compose it a little better. Yeah, I like the lighting on this. Get a lot more of this in here. Okay, so let's start editing the vertical photos. Let's go with basic color correction. Sorry. Come on! Jesus Christ, I don't want your garbage. Okay, as long as it's not good. Okay, exposure. We're gonna increase the exposure a tad. We will vignette the sides, and we might cut this off. But I want the mouse itself to be completely exposed. Around there. It is a dark mouse. Like, if you look at it, it is a very dark mouse. We might have to decrease the highlights and the saturation and whatnot, but I think we got this roughly where we need it to be anyways. So, contrast. Yeah, slightly contrasting, not too much. The highlights, let's drop the highlights a little. Yes, drop the highlights to all oblivion. Yeah, highlights to all oblivion. The problem is with dropping the highlights, we get a lot of banding right there. That's not good. Yeah, because they're right here. Banding, and then stop the banding. Alright, so around there, we stop the banding. There isn't too much banding in that section. Hopefully we get to fix this a little bit, but I don't think we will be able to. Okay, the shadows. Let's increase the shadows a touch. Yeah, I just want it to be right here. In that section there. Okay. Damn, I might as well just jump up contrast at that point. White points. Look at that. All the white points. Alright, let's reduce the white points significantly. Okay. Around there. Black points. Yeah, black points we decrease a little as well. Not too much. Not as much as the white points. Okay, that looks decent. Texture, clarity. Alright, so we're gonna add a vignette right there. Okay, so this is too much. And then we're gonna dial back up. Dial back up. There we go. There we go. That vignette is just fine. Getting a little bit of everything. And then we're gonna take this as an actual subject. Detail. A little bit of detail. Let's go with 60. The normal we would do is just the detail to 60. Nothing crazy. Oh. Yeah, this is not or anything. Okay. That's good. I keep forgetting that I'm not in that section that allows me to do that. Okay. There we go. You see that as a decent photo. I like this 2x3. Let's go by 3x4. There we go. Boom. Rex is a 3x4. We're good. We're good. It's a 3x4. We even can go closer. Let's go. Okay, let's, instead of diagonal, let's go thirds. Because a lot of things that are going through are 3x4. So 3x4 is the Insta stuff, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, nope. Wrong one. 4x5. It says 4x5. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. I'm just a fool with a camera. Is what I'm at. Boom. Razer on the third. We got that. Alright. Now, let's fix some things. Let's fix the little small objects first before we get in. Oh. If we go into the crop, maybe we'll be able to. How do I zoom? I was able to zoom before. What? Okay, you know what? Whatever. I'll just look really, really closely. Boom. 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 All the things just gone. You know what'd be annoying is that you click on it and it doesn't remove anything, and then you realize that your screen is just it. It's just your screen. You just screwed up because your screen is like that. It's like, what in the hell, guys? Like, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? You know? There you go. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's go. Nope. Undo one. Just these guys. I'm realizing some of it is literally just my monitor sometimes. Or there's a spot of dust exactly where there's things as well. This is stupid. Okay. There we go. We got as many of the blemishes out, and there weren't a lot of blemishes, especially because we made sure to reduce the amount of blemishes we are likely to have right on it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I think that is good. This is the weird patch right there. I don't know if that's me. Yeah. But that should be fine. Alright, let's mask this specific bit here. No, objects. I don't really care what people do. There's no people. I don't photo people. I'm very bad at people, unfortunately. Add objects, please. Thank you. Object. Yes. Oh. There. Okay. Alright. Boom. Okay. Does it get everything in it or no? That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not aware of how that works. At least here on Photoshop. Yeah. Boom. Detecting objects. Yes. Boom. The entire object in absolute focus. It looks really nice. Let's decrease the highlights just a touch. There we go. Just a touch. Just a touch to decrease of the highlights. Okay. Just a touch. Alright. Exposure. I think exposure's just right anyways. Alright, contrast. Oh, okay, let's see how does it look. Oh, that's so hard. It's so hard. It's difficult as all hell. Yeah, that's very hard to replicate. Oh, that's hard to replicate. That is a hard one to replicate. Holy moly. I'm having a hard time. And this bottom section is literally a little much. Like that's jiggling at this point. Let's reduce the shadows a little bit. Slightly, not too much. The white section, nope. The black section, a slight bit. There we go. Okay, that looks like it's fine. There's this weird section here that we might need to check. Boom. Boom, it's gone. Alright. Alright, I don't know where that came from, but whew. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. Alright, this is the hard part. Alright, okay. Create new mask. Not create new mask. I need to add a mask. Well, not add a mask. I need to create new mask. Objects. Into that section. Boom. There we go. Yes, update. Come on. There we go. Whatever. There. Boom. Look at that. You can see it completely and utterly. Yeah, there we go. Let's increase the exposure on it a little bit. There we go. Contrast. No, it's slight increase in exposure. Update. What the heck? I hate that. Why can't you just update? Why are you making me update these things? What? Bro, you are... Can you stop it? Can you stop it? Can you stop? No. Stop updating the AI. Jesus. Alright. No. No shadows. Oh, that's fine. Well, not too much. I can't see the rest of it! God damn it, Lightroom! What is wrong with you? That's kind of what it looks like, but not quite. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Woo hoo hoo hoo. All right. Okay. All right. Let's add object. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. There you go. Okay, that's much better. There we go. I wish there was like a button. There must be a button to turn it off and on. Okay. Boom. Boom. I mean, technically, this is effectively what it looked like previously. And then this is what it looks like now. Update. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Boom. Let's go lower. We got a little more balanced. Boom. Oh, a little more balanced. There we go. There we go. A little more balanced. And we're good. That's one photo. It only took us 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, it says I'm unstable. Why am I unstable? Anyways, I need to use the washroom a little bit. I'll be right back. I might make some hot chocolate while I'm at it, because I think we're going to be done quite quickly. Because we only have 3 photos to, edit. This is going to be like 30 minutes. A lot of people take so much time with these things, and I go, dude, if you just edit it in the actual stuff. I just hate that. I just hate that. The edit. Please edit this. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Like, goddamn. Alright, I'll be right back. We are back. I don't know. How is everybody? Is everybody still chilling? Everybody still good? We all good? Alright, looks like we're good. Anyways. Alright, let's out! Why does that hurt? Why do I hurt? God damn, everything's squeaky. Alright, so this is the photo. This is what he used to be. And now this is it. Whoa, look at that. Woo. You know, maybe you will darken the background quite a bit, because I don't quite like that one. Alright. So... yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Mask 1. Can I copy this? Copy. Alright. Uh-huh. Is that mask 2? Alright. That's mask 2. That's mask 1. Yes. Yeah. Can I copy this? And change it? I probably can. Probably can. Let me see. Sure, objects. Then we increase this to crazy size because we just need that guy instead of having to go through it. Boom. So the same object. Alright, can we inverse? Invert object selection. Boom. Alright, update. Can you stop updating the goddamn AI settings? Jesus Christ, Lightroom. AI everything. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. You don't have to AI everything, okay? You don't. Drop the highlights. Increase the shadows. Let's go. Yep, of that background there. Exposure. I'm gonna drop the exposure a little bit. There we go. Holy moly. Drop the whites. I just want it to be relatively dark, and I think we got what we want. It's relatively dark. There is some weird green fringing on the sides, and I don't know what's causing it. I don't entirely know what's causing it. I believe it might be the desk mat that we had underneath it previously, but we're getting a little bit of green fringing. Alright, god damn it, just stop it. Just stop it with the whole AI stuff when it breaks things. I don't know why you have to update me on, oh, we need to update the AI stuff. Like, we get it, there's AI. We get it, Lightroom, there is AI. We don't need to be notified of that every time. Just update the goddamn thing. All I need to do is make this work. I don't really need it to... Okay, this looks good. I think this looks good. I think this section could have used the backlight, but yeah, top right hand corner could have used the backlight, but other than that, that's fine. There's this section here, could remove some of the highlights or color correct it, but it should be fine. But yeah, I think we're good for this one photo at this moment. Yeah. Okay, next one. Let's try to fix this one here. So this one has a single light. Instead, you can still see that. So you might have to do something else. Because I don't know how they entirely lit this one. Right? Because looking at this one, it's like they lit all around it except for the top. That's what I think they did. They lit all around it except for the top. Which is crazy. Yeah. Because that's the only way you can do anything against anything that is hyper reflective, like these things, because these are hyper reflective. They're not your normal type of reflective. Okay. Now, let us go through this. I don't need to mask it. All I need to do is drop the exposure slightly, because if you go up higher, because as you can see, no, actually that's not too bad. That's not too bad. The contrast increase a little bit. There we go. Highlights, we're dropping that obviously. Yeah, okay. Do I highlight all the way down? No. Right there is right here is where it's fine. Shadows. Let's lift the shadows a little bit. Boom. Okay. So it's going through. Ow. Okay. There. So the whites we can drop a little. Okay. Because those are the whites right here. So we can drop that all the way down. Create all this and make sure it doesn't look like it's standing out. Black sections. Just a touch. Not too much. Alright. Is it dehaze? I think we're fine. Okay. Ew, the clarity center sucks. Okay. Alright, then we add a vignette, as usual. Right there, and then we go, boom, right there, until just where it's acceptable. Boom. There we go. 4x5. This, because that is the insta crop. So we're gonna take the insta crop. We're gonna crop it a little bit harder. We might be able to create a poll for this. Which one's better, I guess. But that looks like it's fine. Alright, let's try to make sure that we can get... There we go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're stuttering already. We're already stuttering. 6. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, that's my screen. And this weird one right here. Like, it's kind of odd. I don't know what causes that little blip there. There we go. I think we're good. I think that is it. There's no real reason to do anything else for now. Okay. Now that we got that through, what do we do? I think it's fine. I think this is it. Like, we could make this stand out a little bit more, but it's fine as is. Like, we don't actually have to change anything. Come on. What do you mean? Object, yes. There we go. Detecting object, cool. Now let's increase the exposure by touch. Yes, by touch. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. I think we are closer to what we want it to be. There we go. There. Make it stand out even more. It gets a little crushed. Don't get me wrong, but at the very least, it stands out. Same with the Razer logo, but the Razer section already stands out by itself, as you can see. Okay. I think we should went with this lighting. Wherever this lighting is, it's much better than our original, than our last lighting. See? Like, we're getting the Razer part. We're just missing this one section. And then it just wraps around the top left here. Yeah. Oh, man. The only thing I could think of to light this properly is to get tube lights on the left and right, and then light it the way I'm already lighting it. I think that's the best way to do it. Right? And then you have grids on the tube lights on the left and right of it. That way it hits the sides and it bounces into the camera, but it doesn't touch the background. That way you can actually go through it. It'll be great. Okay. This is that. And then it goes to this. Woo! This is a lot closer. A lot closer than the other one. Okay. Let me drink some more. Yeah, it's literally 15 minutes per photo, not even. Right? It's ridiculous. Okay. What do you think? This one here? Or this? I think this is better. I think this is better. That way we don't get too much of that spill from the bottom. Yeah. I still don't know what causes this. I like that it curves in. I like that the shadow curves in, but it's not the best. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Alright. Pedro, does this mean you plan to reshoot this? I mean, I can reshoot this. At one point, I already reshot this. Because I forgot to put in the SD card when I first shot this to begin with. But eventually I'll just get better and better at photography. That I can do this properly. Because you can see there's a bunch of yellow in the bottom here. I want to get rid of that. But to get rid of that, I'd have to do a bunch of things with my own setup. And get a lot of black area or like a black table instead that allows me to do so. Right? But yeah. But yeah. Alright. Jesus. It's just that you were talking about adding lights on the sides. Yeah, no, I would have to add lights. The problem is I can't afford lights on the sides quite yet. But that's how I would shoot this. If I was to shoot this again, I would have either lights on the sides, or I would actually just have a snoot on an actual light and then hit it like exactly where I want it to hit. I just model it. I'll just have a little 3D printed thing to just kind of fit the mouse. Just hit this exact shape. Can you imagine if you could do that on the fly? You probably could with black foil. I think you could with black foil if you were good enough and you would be able to, but not me. Not me. Alright. But let us check. Do I want that one? Because there's a lot of highlights here. I like the highlights here. But again, it's just this one section. It's definitely two lights. It looks like two lights. So I have to learn how to do this in potentially less lights. Because you can see the first light is a square, and this is the circular light right there. But let me try to adjust this photo a little bit. Increase the exposure. A third of a stop. That's fine. That looks fine. Alright, contrast. Increase very slightly. We don't have to do too much because we've already done it in camera. Highlights, again, we're gonna drop the highlights to all oblivion. Yeah, you can see each light individually. The large soft light is definitely the way to go. So if you can get a more powerful light that is really, really soft, that would be great. The problem is I don't have that. I don't have that. So there's two ways to do that. Is I either get a more powerful light, or I get a more sensitive camera, or I get both. And then I use the second light just to highlight specific areas of the mouse. Like, for example, the mouse on the left-hand side is way too dark. It's way too dark. God damn. That, or I have to figure out how to light this with a single light first. And then add a second light as either a kicker or a highlight. For example, the Razer one here. This looks correct. Like, looking at the Razer section, it looks correct. Yeah. Oh my god. What would a more sensitive camera than longer exposure would? True. True. We could do a longer exposure, but we need a proper setup for that. I could, because it's cheaper. The longer exposure would be cheaper because all I would need is a remote shutter button, which technically with a phone, you can just do that. Oh, what I have to do is I have to test. And more dynamic range. Yeah, a little bit of dynamic range. Yeah, that would totally help. But yeah, I would definitely need a larger light. I think a larger light is better with a better modifier, because the modifier I have currently is just the pack-in modifier that we have with it, and then I used a diffuser just to diffuse it. Yeah. Okay. So let me do that. All right, let's keep going with this photo. I do like it, but we're getting this yellow section here. If I can just get a proper runner to raise things and get a black reflection instead of this weird yellow stuff. I don't know what is reflecting and getting this color cast. The color cast is yellow. I guess one of the things I can do is color picker it in Photoshop and then reduce it. Can I do that here? No, it's just... Yeah, oh, no, I cannot do that here. But yeah, I would do that probably. All right, let's check the shadows. Do I want to brighten it up? Let us go slightly bright, not too bright. Around there. Around there. Whites. Nope, too hot, too low. Okay, so this is, where is it hitting? Alright, we're hitting it on the left hand side of the mouse, into the Razer logo, and into the Sentinels logo. At the tip of the right hand side. Okay. There we go. I think over here. Looks fine. The blacks. Oh. Now this is crushed. Look at that. Yo, what the heck? It still stands out. That's crazy. That's actually a black item. Right there. Zoom. Right there's the light. So we're getting a light on the bottom. It makes it separate the two lights, which is what I don't like. I wish I know how to light this with just one light. That would be great. Alright, sharpening. Yeah, it's the usual 60 sharpening. That way it looks sharp. And then we fix it a little bit. Alright, let's fix it. Right there. These little bits, let's just remove. Come on. Hello? Is that my screen? No, some of it's my screen, some of it's not. Okay. There we go. Let's go. We're removing each and every single hair that we can. And then ensuring that it looks like an impeccable product versus not making it look like an impeccable product, right? There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. That all works. It's just this is pissing me off. Alright, it works. We're good. Alright, now we're going to make the mouse pop a little bit more off of the background. We're gonna hit the subject. We have our mask. Oh, yeah, sure. Basically, yes, we'll take that. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. That's a person. That is apparently a person. Okay, subject. Okay. Look at that exposure increase, damn. Yeah, we don't really want to touch the exposure too much. Okay. A little more contrast. Too much contrast, though. Right there. Right there. Yeah, this is hard to light. Very specular convex blob. Mice are people too, says AI. Yeah. Very personable right there. You know, here's its eyes, you know, really big eyes. This is its nose. Right. This is its mouth for some reason. I don't know why I'm making up, but I'm making shit up. Alright. Alright. Highlights. Yeah, just slightly the highlights. Not too much. Shadows. Yeah, let me up the shadows a little. Let's go. Little whites again. Yeah, this gets closer and closer to how it looks like in real life. The darker I make it, because in real, when I look at it here, it's literally a blob. It doesn't look good. Like the bottom is where it's at, but look how crazy it looks. God damn, it's horrible. You can even see my finger, right, or where it is, where I've been using it. Damn. It's already going matte, which is why you want to take a photo before all of this. But, jeez. This one, yeah, jeez, wrong button. Why did I hit the button? Yeah, jeez. Okay. There we go. Just a touch of the black section. Clarity, clarity. Ooh, did they drop the clarity slider? Like, look at that. That looks normal. Holy, okay. Huh, weird. Yeah, I think we're gonna drop the clarity slider. Reduce all that clarity, because that's kind of how it looks like in real life. It's matte, and this looks matte, to me at least. It just gets crushed at the highlight in the center, which is horrible. But, you know, you can't really do anything. Logo sticks out like a sore thumb. This is crazy, but what if you use an ND filter, very long exposure, and moved a handheld light all around the mouse during the exposure? Yeah, that would definitely help. I don't know how long my camera can hold. I think it has a 3-second one. Probably 10 seconds. I don't know if I have more than that. But definitely works. However, I would need to pre-plan a lot of that. That is literally pre-planned. You have to know what you want to light, how long you want to light it. You want to make sure you never get in frame at all if you are getting close. But yeah, that is a doable thing. It is an obnoxious amount of trial and error, definitely, to be able to do that. Some people know the generality of what it is. Sometimes you do 3 seconds, 10 seconds. That way you can get the idea. Do the same thing, except expose it for more, right? Oh my god. Ow. So the hard one is the background right now. Like, it's sticking out from the background quite a lot, which is good. But this top section is a little too hot. We need a huge softbox looking at that. Looking at this item. Because this is the small softbox. You can see the shape, too. Yeah, it's like a diamond shape right there. You know, this is just an even spread of light all over it. Yeah. So it's hard. Yeah. Okay, and then this one, the Razer logo is great. Sentinel's logo is great. This black section is a little too dark for my liking. But I already reduced it. Decrease the exposure. Okay, we'll reset the exposure. It's fine. Resetting the exposure is fine at this point. Okay. So that's fine. And then that's it. I think that is the way we're gonna go. And then we can darken the background quite a bit because this is a relatively bright mouse. So we're gonna create a new mask. We're gonna go subject. Right? And subject 1, yes, we're gonna take the subject 1. We're going to invert subject selection. There we go. It is inverted. Okay. And we are going to decrease the exposure of that. There we go. That matches the mouse completely and utterly. That's amazing. I like how it looks. I like how this looks now. This matches. This is more my style. Okay, look at that. Alright, exposure contrast. Do I add contrast? That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Just a touch. Just a touch. This is a +5. Alright, highlights. Nah. Minus about 30 is fine. Okay, shadows. How it relates to it. Very slightly. That looks good. Now, the whites. I don't think there are many. Okay. Boom. God, the darker we make it, the better. I don't want it too dark though. There we go. Relatively dark, and then same with this here. Now it's a little much. Now it looks fake. There we go. There we go. Oh no, too much. There we go. Now it looks less fake. Let's decrease that a little bit. There we go. Now it looks less fake. What I want to do is let's add a vignette a little bit. Okay, no, I want to add a vignette. Alright, I just want to see the midpoint. No. Why can't I grab a there. Around here is fine, and then we're gonna reverse that vignette. There we go. Boom. Reverse that vignette. There. Yeah, we can see all the dark sections. We can put text on the left-hand side. That looks good. That would look good. And then we'll keep people on the right-hand side. Alright. So this is what it would look like if we had a double page spread. So if I go through and crop overlay, not fifths. Yes, this is banner wallpaper worthy, right? Not diagonal. Oh, there we go. The center. So if you take the center here and you take a look, so this is page 1 and this is page 2. But I would right there. Boom. Just a slight crop in. Not too much. Actually, I'd even crop it out a little. No. There. There. 302. Right. Alright, around there. Woohoo! Imagine having a wallpaper like this. One of these days, I'm actually just going to print these out and then have it on my wall, personally. Because look at this thing. This thing is... It's so nice. I like it. I like how dark it is and moody. It's like one of the moodier photos, and it looks absolutely lovely, right? I'm looking at it at a much brighter screen, but still looks moody and nice. Yeah. Whew. Do it. One day. I don't have space. I'm like, what? I'm gonna put one photo on top of my bed right there. That's a bed, by the way, if the people didn't know, but right there. I guess technically that this one space makes sense to put a photo in, but still. You have so many vanity prints of your own stuff. Yeah, no, I know. There's so many people that do that, but You know, I don't have a lot of space. It's gonna be one thing and one thing only. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, dude, it looks so fake right now. I'm not gonna lie. That weird visual pop. I don't know what this camera is doing, but the moment I step into the light, it looks like I green screen myself the moment I step into the light. And now it's green screen. Oh my god. It's like I stepped through a green screen more than anything. Oh. Okay, but where was I? Here. Okay, so this is gonna be the 3x2, which is the original. What's good for this one? Oh my god, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's where I would put it. It would be a rotating thing, but it would be either vertical. Originally, I was thinking of having 3 across a wall at one point, but I don't have that many walls. Because I want 3. 1 mouse, 1 keyboard, and mouse, keyboard, and 1 headphone, right? So I want 3 things on my wall, you know? The edges are so clearly green screen. It's not even a green screen! There is no green screen! There's nothing. It's just, I don't know. Like, look at this. Look, what is that? It's such a weird look. I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind it. It's just, it's weird. Okay, there we go. Boom. Nice CGI. It's not even. What are you talking about? Alright. So we got that. Horizontal. Do I do a 16:9? Because I know with 16:9s it's nice. What I didn't realize is we do not have a center weighted photo. I might just reshoot this personally and then try to do a center weighted photo. That way I have a thumbnail for YouTube. But still, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Oh, jeez. Why'd I do that? I was just like, I was trying to get rid of the bottom. Whatever. Let's see. What else? What we could try doing is this one here is completely out of focus. So no. Okay. Yeah, out of focus. In focus. In focus. Right, we had that little section here. That's good. Yeah, the stark difference between the two. Jesus Christ. That's huge. Alright, does this match though? If I go here, it does not match. It doesn't match. Ooh. We need to make it match. Let's make it match. Let's see if we can make it match. Here. Alright, so we have that. We have this. We're gonna add a vignette. Where's the vignette? Effects card, his vignette. Where's vignette? Detail. Alright, okay. Alright, so we can get vignette here. Okay, fine. Update your settings. Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's add more vignettes. Let us do this in terms of roundness. Let's do what we did before. We'll do that. That way we can see where the vignette is hitting. Right around there. Okay. Way too much. Because this is too much. There. Around there. Okay. Okay, update. Jesus Christ. The feathering. Oh, feather it a little bit more. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. There. Then around this, and then we're gonna creep it back in. There we go. We gotta creep it back in. Let's go back into... No, not that one. The specific masks. Okay, we're gonna grab this mask. Oh, ad starts in a minute. I will start the ad. I will put this outside, drink some water, and I'll be right back after the ads. Okay. All right, we're back. We are back. All right. Now we have to match this thing. All right, Max. Reduce the exposure as we do. Boom. All right. Yep, that looks about matched. No, I think we're gonna keep the exposure relatively high. And then we're going to increase the black section slightly. A little much. Right there. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're close. We are close to it. We need to go to... This is fine. This is good. This is good. Alright. This is okay. I don't know. What's the difference? What do I do? What did I do? Why does this look way better? I mean, I lit it properly for starters. For starters, I lit it properly. Yeah, this is just not lit properly, which is why we're having a harder time. We understand. Okay, let's go on. Okay. Slight. Okay, around here is where the top part looks correct. The highlight is a little bit of an issue. There we go. Let's reduce the highlight because it is an issue. Increase the shadows by a touch. That way we get a little bit of the bottom. But we could keep it a bit moody. Okay. Like looking at this, I just... I wish it wasn't a little bit yellow. Unfortunately. Right there. Right there is where it is at. Maybe we'll increase the exposure slightly to compensate. Alright, boom. Boom, 1 and 2. Alright, they're very close. They're very close. This is a little more saturated, so let's decrease. Let's decrease the contrast a little. There. We decreases the highlights, decrease the shadows a little bit. Just a touch. There we go. Right around, because this is 0. That is roughly... No, that looks fine. The longer I spend, I'm probably gonna go crazy. Okay, there we go. Effects, texture clarity. Alright. Clarity all the way down. There we go, clarity all the way down. And it works. I think it was clarity all the way down. I totally forgot about clarity all the way down. To match the matte texture. Alright. Ew. Yeah, no, I don't think it matters which way I go with that one. I think we just never touch that for now. Texture, there's no texture to this. No need for grade. In terms of detail, detail is fine. And we're good. I think we're good with that one. Alright. The hard part is this guy. Like, what are we even looking at? What are we looking at? Okay, cool. This is fine. This is excessively bright. The start with. That's that. Oh, we only have one mask? What? What? We only have one mask for this? Okay. Object. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got just the mouse. We're missing certain sections of the mouse, but... There we go. So everything has it. Okay, we have... Okay, we have the mask too. Specifically, alright. Now, let us go into... Where is light? Yeah, there we go. Let's... Highlights. Drop the highlights completely. Contrast. Slight increase. We're right there. 1/3 of a stop lower. That's good, that's good, that's good. We are closer. Okay. Shadows. Okay, no. Here. Let's brighten it up slightly, so just a little bit. Right there. No, we'll keep it at... Let's see. That looks good. That looks good. +3 for the black. Dehaze. Oh, decrease clarity, if I remember correctly. Boom. Decreased clarity is what it looks like in real life. And then we're good. I think we're good with that one. Alright, dehaze, nothing. Texture sharpness, noise reduction, wire, no. Alright, let's go into the vignette. We're gonna try to vignette this thing as well. Okay, vignette. So we have the vignette in. But let's do the roundness again. Yeah, right there. Boom. And then we feather it a little bit more. And reduce at the midpoint here. And go the other way out. Boom. Right around there. That looks good. Okay. And then let's go back down to the mask and we'll create a new mask. Again, a subject. To add, please select subject, this guy. What do you mean? Okay, there we go. It's a person. Wow, okay. And then for the mask, we will invert the selection and we are going to reduce the exposure. Slight reduction of the exposure. I would reduce the contrast, but yeah, okay, reduce the highlights. Yeah, completely reduce highlights. I can barely see any movement in the luminance anywhere. There we go. Shadows, sure, we can decrease the shadows as well. Whites. Boom. Now it's too dark. There. There we go. Right there. There we go. It looks fine. Let's see. I think that looks fine now. Compared to what it was, right? What it would have been. Like, that looks very bad. Very bad. Oh my god. This one. Looks decent. You can still see the two lights, one here and one here. This is definitely softer than the left-hand side. Okay, we got him. We got him. Holy. Alright. Jesus Christ, my knee is screwing me over. Okay. Let's see. Do I want anything else? Whites, that matches. I don't think it's dark enough. Yeah, I think it's the same. It's not quite the same. It's very close, but we're gonna export all of these. And then I'm gonna post them a little later tonight, and it should be good. Alright. Damn, that didn't take us too long. It's only an entire hour. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, and I have to do a bunch of photos for work as well. But yeah, no, my knee is screwing me over for some reason, so I might need to, you know, stand up or do something with it, because this is getting a little more painful as the day progresses. But earlier this morning, my knee was okay. It hurt a little bit, but now it's just tender. It is painful as all heck. I don't remember hitting anything, but I just might have slept with it in a slightly more twisted position than I realized. Or my body realized. I allowed it to stay in that position, which is horrible. But, oh well. Okay. Let me see here. Let's go back. Let's go to that. We're gonna hit this and this. We're gonna export these. All right. Where is it? Viper V3 Pro. Edited. We're gonna select the folder. It's gonna push it through. Alright. Okay, and come on. Edited photos. Cool. Now here we go. Insta. Right there. And oh wait, is that a 16:9? Did I turn this into 16:9? No, I did not. Let me just do a different crop of this one. Yeah, we need a different crop for this one. 16:9. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, that is way too close. Oh, we are way too close for a 16:9. We should make this smaller next time or go a little farther out on a 16:9 because we're cutting it way too close for a 16:9. Okay. Way too close for a 16:9. 2-to-1? Yeah, 2-to-1 is even worse, obviously, but ooh. Yeah. This is crazy. Who uses 7:5? 11:8.5? 16:10? Oh. Not aware of those. Someone uses them, obviously. There we go. We're way too close to top and bottom, as you can see. Way too close. 16:9. Yeah, but I can still put things on the left-hand side, so it's fine. Oh yeah, rest that knee. Absolutely. Yeah, let me export this as a 16:9 as well, actually. Because I do need a 16:9 version. Uh-huh. This one, go back here. It is 16:9. It's a little bit much, or it's a little too close for my liking, but whatever. And then we're gonna do this large, and then yeah, select folder. All right, and we're done. And we are done. That's all I had to do. All I do. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys next time, and tomorrow we will be doing the Taos Principle again, sometime between 9 and 10 is the start Pacific Standard Time, just because it depends on work. And if I feel like I can do things, because sometimes this entire place is a mess and I kind of just decide, hey, I might as well do something, so make sure it's clean. All right, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to have a nice one. Bye.